Hello there and welcome to yet another exciting edition of the Tourismus Namibia broadcast, where we take you on a tour around Namibia and show you what exactly it is that is happening in our tourism sector through our three segments, namely topics, destinations and to the point. My name is Jemima Ndebele and I'll be your host taking you on this tour. First up, we have topics. Well, first up in topics, we'll be looking at the Tourism Ministry's condemnation of the breaking of tourism rules at national parks. Now, the Tourism Ministry has strongly condemned the violation of rules within Namibia's national parks after a foreign visitor was filmed violating the rules and regulations of Etosha National Park. The travel vlogger, operating under the account name Travel Within Peace, broke park regulations earlier this month after a video of him was posted on social media when he ventured outside his vehicle with his crew in the Etosha National Park. The team was filming black rhinos, which is prohibited by all means. Romeo Muyunda, the ministry spokesperson, condemned the incident and announced the blacklisting of the individual from all national parks in Namibia. Muyunda emphasized that the vlogger had violated various park rules, including filming for commercial purposes, employing high-quality equipment for detail shots, and endangering the security of national rhinos by exposing their location to potential poachers. Let's have a look at the video. Now, our next topic, we have some exciting news, is Namibian transportation company LEFA has partnered with Google. Now, in a monumental move towards the strengthening of Namibia's digital presence, local startup LEFA has recently secured a pivotal contract with global tech titan Google. This ambitious project, spanning 17,000 kilometers, will herald the debut of vast swaths of Namibia on Google Street View. And while Google Street View is not unfamiliar to global citizens, this new initiative promises to offer an intimate digital perspective of Namibia's unique landscapes, towns, and cities. It is not merely about adding miles of imagery, it is about capturing the heartbeat of our beautiful nation. The implications of this project for the Namibian economy and tourism sector are vast. With the recent global trends leaning towards digital-first experiences, this partnership places Namibia at the forefront of the African digital revolution. Malkies Hausiku, the founder and general manager at LEFA Transportation Services, said that by making the nation's natural wonders, historic sites and urban landscapes accessible with the click of a button, potential tourists can be enticed to experience the beauty of Namibia firsthand. Now, lastly, in topics, we will be taking a look at Gondwana Collection's efforts to curb the crime against tourists entering the country. Now, in response to the concerning surge in criminal activities targeting tourists, Gondwana Collection Namibia has introduced the Tourism Heroes campaign. Now, this initiative aims to reward, recognize, and support individuals and entities that play a pivotal role in ensuring the safety, hospitality, kindness, care, and preservation of Namibian tourism. Gondwana Collection Namibia has shown its commitment to this cause by contributing a total of $1 million Namibian dollars, that is 500,000 Namibian dollars in cash and 500,000 Namibian dollars in kind donations facilitated through the Gondwana Care Trust. Namibia, renowned for its breathtaking landscapes and warm hospitality, has recently faced challenges that threaten the safety of its visitors. The Tourism Heroes campaign seeks to address these issues by shining a spotlight on those who go above and beyond to safeguard tourists and enhance their experience. The objectives of this campaign include reducing incidents involving tourists, nurturing a sense of Namibian pride and responsibility for tourist safety, fostering community unity to create a safe and welcoming environment, as well as emphasizing the economic significance of the tourism industry in Namibia. It underscores the importance of collective efforts to support this vital industry, which contributes significantly to the country's gross domestic product, provides income for rural communities, and also generates employment and so much more. That is definitely an exciting project, and I'm looking forward to celebrating our heroes that make sure to keep our tourists safe. But before that is unfortunately all we have for you in topics. Let's head right into destinations. Now, first up for destinations, we'll be taking a close look at the Galton House, located in the suburban heart of Windhoek. Now, the Galton House, named after the famous explorer Sir Francis Galton, has a relaxed but efficient style which creates a very, very welcoming atmosphere. Impressive wildlife photography adorns the walls of this beautiful home, while the rest of the interior is a combination of modern, minimalistic, and understated chic. A mere 10-minute drive from the center of Windhoek and perched on the edge of Windhoek's northernmost affluent suburb of Eros, guests here are assured of a suitably relaxing stay with friendly and caring service.
Good morning and very welcome to Galton House. Have you had a good journey? We are so pleased to have you. Please come in. So this is our kitchen and our dining room area. This is where you'll enjoy dinner tonight between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. 6:30 and 9 o'clock. Over here we have some filter water for your convenience, should you not want to enjoy the Windhoek water. But there's nothing wrong with the Windhoek tap water. Our big coffee machine. For your convenience, over here we also have an honor bar, should you feel like something totally different to drink, maybe some local beers, cold drink, juice, wine, you're more than welcome to come and help yourself. Just record against your room number and tomorrow we will sort out the bar. You follow me this way? This is our lounge area where you can just come and sit, relax, enjoy the beautiful music, maybe read a book from our library or study the map of Namibia and see where your journey is taking you. We're going to go through to your room. You are booked in room number 2. As you can see up here, that leads to our pool area. We will go there shortly and I'll show you the pool area. This is your room, room number 2. Welcome, please come in. So over here we have a small coffee and tea station for your convenience, the Wi-Fi connection information, filter water, which I've explained about. Your bed over here, the remote's next to the bed for the TV and the satellite, and then the bathroom with the shower. And if you can follow me, the children, the young ones are staying in room number 4. As you can see, we've got the twin beds for them, same coffee and tea layout station, and there's shower over here. I'm sure they will be very comfortable here. And the parents can follow me. Grandma and Grandpa, you are in room number 1. Please follow me. So welcome to room number 1. This is your room for the day. I'm just going to switch on all the lights for you. All right. So we have you over here. Again, on this side, the same layout of the coffee and tea station for your convenience. Your room has also got a bathtub. And while Mother and Father is here, let me explain to you what we do with the bucket in the shower. We ask the guests to please catch some water. So this is when you open the hot water tap. While you wait for the water to get warm, we catch that initial bit of cold water that comes out. You'd leave the bucket right there in the shower. You don't have to take it anywhere. My housekeepers will find it tomorrow morning. They will use that water to wash the basin, wash the toilet, mop the floor, or even water the garden. Just part of our sustainability. So please assist us and help saving some water. I see you were looking at those trees in front of your room. It's called the Madagascar palm, or our porcupines, Be careful for those thorns, they're very nippy. As you can see, our pool area, please follow me, because you've asked about our smoking area. In the corner over there, you'll find the smoking area. Please don't smoke at the rooms. And then when you enjoy the pool area, we have got an adjacent bathroom shower area for the pool area. Your lunch this afternoon will be down over here. If you can follow me, please. We will set up your lunch over here next to the fountain, and lunch is between 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Thank you.
Now, next up on Destinations, we will be taking a look at a very, very interesting piece, and that is the Elephant Rock. Now, the Elephant Rock is situated in the plain fields of the Ombonde Peoples Park in the northern part of Namibia, a few kilometers outside Kamanyap. The name Elephant Rock signifies the shape and impression that these large dynamic rocks create. Amon Kapi shares a little bit more on the features of the Elephant Rock.
Thank you very much. This is where we are still sitting here and stopping is Elephant Rock. This name came from a Chiherero name called Omawe Chimunogonju. It's just rocks, looks like elephants. So this is also one of the spots we identify that it needs to be developed to build a lodge or a camping site, but preferably a lodge. So this is a very beautiful, landscape, beautiful place, and even also if you go further at the southern part, you will also go get some rock paintings there, which used to be a very nice, historically showing that our forefathers were moving around here, and they could also give us, a kind of a message that they were here and maybe they killed, for example, maybe anything they put on the rock. But these rocks, they put up something like giraffe, although it's not that, a kind of something which you can quickly and easily identify. It's a giraffe. So, but if you go start, it is not within the park. It's a little bit away from the park, within the inland. The park boundary is more or less from here 2 to 3 kilometers where the river is bordering. So, but we look forward. If we can see maybe some investors, then we can start right away with the lodge.
Do you have any history about the Elephant Rock?
Man, currently we do not have that much history. It's just that we used just to reside here, we used to settle here. Even also we are having a crawl here where we started with rangeland management and hunting programs. And that is also a program that we just want to go with. If there might be some farmers who will still going to reside this site. So once they came here, then we will definitely continue with hunting and rangeland management programs.
And Elephant Rock is available to anyone that stops by the country or that stops by the Kunene region?
And currently the tourists didn't have, any information about the Elephant Rocks. So they used even also not to drive here around, but some of them, they are driving here around, but that is also one of the things what we just want to know, that these beautiful figures. So we just want to put in programs so that if they pass by and they just want to take pictures, they can also just, give something else for the community.
Thank you so much, Mr. Amon.
Thank you.
Now, wasn't that just interesting? A rock that looks like an elephant. It doesn't get better. And I think that is very fascinating because the elephant is indeed my spirit animal. But enough about me. Let's head right into To The Point. Now, and to the point, we will be taking a look at a conversation that Yolanda had with Professor Sarah Markov of the Theoretical High Energy Astrophysics. Let's have a look.
What was it like in Namibia? How did you enjoy it? And what was the purpose of your visit?
Okay, well, maybe I can start a bit with talking about the reason that I was visiting.
Yes.
So I am part of a project which is to build a new telescope in Namibia, which is called the Africa Millimetre Telescope. And this was my first visit to Namibia, actually ever, in order to start to get to know all the various partners involved, from the local team to, the various government officials and university officials that were involved. So it was quite a busy trip. It was very compact. I only had a few days because I had to sort of squeeze it into another trip. I was visiting South Africa, but it was extremely exciting and dynamic. And I got to see a little bit of nature, and it was my first time seeing certain animals outside of a zoo.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of but also, I got to meet a lot of students. The team that we're going to be working with got to see one of the potential sites where we're thinking about putting the telescope, and then meeting with various stakeholders to try to build the relationships, that I'll be having over the coming decade, I guess.
Yeah. And you also gave a lecture at UNAM. Can you explain to us why it's important for Namibian students to go into the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics?
Well, yeah, I would say it's not just important for Namibians, right? This is important, I think, worldwide.
Yes.
Really, science is just how we understand the world around us, and it's very important for young people to learn how it works. Science is, also telling us a lot about skills besides, the universe and chemistry and food science and all of that. I think it's really important because it teaches young people how to think critically about things. And at this time, I think we all know there's quite a lot of disinformation out there in terms of the, things we hear on the internet and maybe politics and so on. And there's a way of learning how to think where you can distinguish between fact and fiction that science is very good at. So that's one reason I would say it's just important, but it's also very important for the economy. If you look at where a lot of the money is really coming from in strong economies these days, it's coming from science and technology. And so, to have a healthy economy means you have to have young people who are trained in these fields, who are able to jump in, to know how to do things like coding computers and data science and machine learning and artificial intelligence. And we we often joke that science is the gateway drug to all this kind of knowledge, because we teach people a lot of these important skills, and they don't necessarily, in fact, the majority do not stay in science, at least, in Europe and the United States, the majority go into industry and into business, and they grow the economy. And then some of them stay with us and study the universe. But so that means that it's very, very important to grow that pool of young people who have the skills to, strengthen the economy. And that's, so there's two sides of the picture for me anyway.
So I met the team of the AMT project by coincidence. I literally had nothing to do one Thursday afternoon, and I decided to go to the lecture hall where they were launching the new photo of the black hole. And then I literally met everyone there, and I've been working closely with Dr. Mark Kleinwald and Michael Bacchus, and then Mr. Lot France. And I'm so glad I get to meet someone that is also a woman name, because I think it's also so important to get women into this industry.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that, because I think it's getting much better. It depends, where you are in the US and in our field. I mean, at the student level, it's about 50-50, at least in our institute. And what I was really impressed by in Namibia was of the students, the master's students that are in the team at University of Namibia and joining, it's at least 50% women, if not more. So it seems like this is a very attractive career as well. And I think that's a really great thing to see, and it bodes well for the future of Namibia.
Now, that was quite insightful. And the African The Africa Millimetre Telescope has the ability to enhance our capabilities of exploring the universe. I think that is a very, very interesting thing in our To the Point today. But unfortunately, we have come to the end of this week's edition of Tourismus. From me, Jemima Ndebele, it is goodbye.